to ITS Tactical, and today we're going to be showing how to pick a pair of handcuffs with a bobby pin. Now, before we get into actual picking with the bobby pin, let me explain a couple things with handcuffs. These are Smith & Wesson Model 100 handcuffs, and these are single lockable and double lockable, which I'll show and demonstrate here. Single lock means that the key is turned once and the handcuffs open. Double lock is done right here, as you can see through this hole, and that is what the flip side of this key, the handcuff key, is for, that has this blunt end at the bottom. And what is done to double lock these handcuffs is the key is inserted through this little slit right here and pushed to the side. Now you can see when they're double locked, there's no bar that's visible here. And to unlock the double lock, the key has to be turned to the right first. Now you see the little bar that just went into the middle again. That releases the double lock, and then turned again clockwise to release the single lock. Let me show that again. Alright, the handcuffs are double locked. Hear the click. No bar inside. We're going to turn them counterclockwise. There's the double lock turning off, and then clockwise opens the handcuffs back up. And we're going to show both ways today to pick handcuffs, both single lock and double lock picking with the Smith & Wesson Model 100 handcuffs. So first of all, what you need to do is take a regular bobby pin, just like this, bend it down a little bit, and pull off that little rubber end to the straight part of the bobby pin. And what you're going to do is take the bobby pin and you're going to insert it about halfway into the handcuff. Not all the way in, but about halfway. All the way in would be touching the bottom here. You're going to go about halfway and bend it. Now once you get this bent, it should look something about like this. Then what you're going to do is take it the opposite way and bend it again. In the end, you should have something that looks a little bit like this, if you can see that. Now, to pick these singly, or to pick the single lock, what you're going to do is, let me demonstrate on this cuff here. And you can see that this does not have the double lock engaged on the cuff, because you can see the little line here on the double lock. So, to pick the single lock, you're just going to take this little raised area of the bobby pin and push it underneath the locking, or the actual lock up there, and you're going to push up. That is going to release the single lock. Let me show that again. So what you've got is this. If I can focus here with the camera. And what this does is essentially, within the lock, if you can look at the lock key here, there's a lip inside of the handcuff lock. And this key rides underneath that lip and turns. So essentially what you're mimicking with the lockpick is getting underneath that lip and just pushing up and disengaging the lock. Let me show that once more with the single lock. So I'm going to come in. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Come in. Lift under the lip and turn up. Let me try that again here. There we go. I don't know if that was easy to see at home or not. But essentially, what this looks like is that the bobby pin is going to come in, try one more time here, It's a little hard trying to show this here. There we go. Let me just go through the motion, not necessarily doing it, just showing how this works. So you're going to come in, you're going to push down, and you're going to turn up. And that will release it. So again, the movement is under the lip and push up, and you're just going to exert a little bit of tension on that. I just kind of lost it there. Just like so. Now, let me teach the double lock. Now, if you remember with the key, when you engage the double lock, which we'll do here, let me see if you can see that. There's the double lock engaged, so you don't see it anymore. And to release the double lock, let's see if you can see that. You're going to turn, I think, counterclockwise, and there it goes. So, essentially what happens is the key gets turned. Let me make sure I get this right here before I tell you guys the wrong thing. So the key is turned clockwise, clockwise to open the double lock, and counterclockwise to open the single lock. So what we're going to do is mimic opening the double lock with the bobby pin by turning it clockwise, which clockwise engages the double lock. So let me show that. Let me lock the double lock. You can watch this here. There's the double lock engaged on this cuff. And what we're going to do is do the same method. We're going to lift under, but this time we're going to push around in a clockwise motion. Make sure I'm not ruining my bobby pin here. I'm going to try to show this so you can see when the double lock does actually get disengaged. Let me see here. I need to rebend my pick here. So what you're doing is you're feeding it underneath the lip. There we go. There's a double lock disengaged with the bobby pin. So it's a little tricky to do this, and it's going to be even harder to show on video, but sometimes your bobby pin will get stuck trying to back out of the double lock part. Okay, so if you look at this again, you've got the loop, or the hook. And essentially, again, you're going underneath that lip, and you're just turning in a clockwise motion. And you have to exert some pressure as you're turning, or that double lock will not pop back to normal. So now that we just disengaged it with our double lock, we'll come in again, push up, and there's our single lock. So I hope it was easy to understand on video. We'll try to do some further explaining in the article we'll write for this. But essentially, all you need to open a lock or a pair of Smith & Wesson M100 handcuffs is just a simple bobby pin. And you can do this while they're behind your back once you get proficient at this, and you'll be able to unlock single lock and double lock handcuffs. Hope you learned something, and please don't be afraid to ask questions in the video. You're watching an ITS Tactical video on picking handcuffs. Thanks for watching.